Hi guys. You know what? I realized I can go on Facebook and YouTube, but I can't see my YouTube comments and I don't know why. So I'm kind of struggling with some of that. First, I went and got something at the post office today. I'm going to show you some new papers I did. I just want to show you kind of what they look like. I don't know if you can see that. Let's see if I can hold that up in a way. Isn't that fun? So here's that and that. And then a bunch of these labels, tags, fun things you can add things into, like the old Denison tags and fun MacBook covers and other fun pieces. So that's fun. So I wanted to get it before I print it to see how it looks. And I did get a few more of these in. This is my other art paper. And I had put a little bit of my color swatch on here. And then the last one, oh, whoops. I got in was this really fun, let's see if I can turn it around the other way. This really fun Easter paper I had done last year. Let's see if you can see that. And there's the other side. So those are fun. So I can use these. I just got them today, so I was so excited. Hi, Miss Sherry. I saw Linda from Seaporium this morning, her and her husband. They just flew in, and we went and had a wonderful breakfast and visited, and it was so good. I actually left the house, and it was fun. So the first thing we're going to do today, I'm going to try to just get right to it. This cute little, it looks kind of like a heart church box, but it could be whatever you want it to be. It's really, really simple. And it's a pretty good size. And here's the first one I did just to see how I liked it. And it's all in white. And I just added some cutout flowers to the front. But you could, if you wanted to use it for Valentine's, you could use it like this or add a big heart to the top. Not put this piece on at all, whatever you would like. So this is the template. And in the link, hi, Miss Denise. You're going to get this template. And I was good once again. And I cut and scored all my pieces beforehand, so you didn't have to watch that. So you can see this is the outside. Whoops, it's backwards. This is the outside of the box. And I turned them around. I probably scored them the opposite way just because I wanted the color in the inside. And this is the inside of the box. And this is the template for the clear plastic. And what I use is, do you know those overhead transparencies? And I just used the template and drew it on here, and then I am going to cut it out. Hi, Miss Brendan. Hi, Michelle. So all the templates will, I think I linked it below already. So all the templates will be on here. And so this is the template for this cute little box. But like I said, do it out of anything you like and make it work for anything. And it's so simple. So let's just put this puppy together. So since I've already cut this little guy out and he's like this, and here's the score lines, and I'm just going to fold these tabs in, and I'm going to real quickly just glue them together. Let's just do that. Yay. Okay, so I'm just going to glue these little tabs. Hold that there for a second. Let's see, let's put some glue there. It really is easy. So this is a cardstock. You probably want to use a little heavier weight paper. This is actually like a pulp watercolor paper, so it's not quite as heavy as this, but it still works. You probably could use thinner paper, it just wouldn't be as sturdy, but cardstock's the easiest. And actually, if you just take the template and print it onto the back of your cardstock, you've got all your pieces and it's easy. Easy, easy, easy. Okay, so we got this part done. Okay, the only thing I didn't cut out is that transparency that I can't see because it's transparent. Hi, Sheila. So I'm going to cut this little guy out. And you can see that's this piece right here. And I may even have to trim it a bit more when I get it inside. And at first I thought, oh, I can just use this cutout piece. But I can't because it needs to fit all the way like where these dotted lines are. So this is going to go, oh, and look at that. It just fit. Okay, so I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on the inside edges here. This really does go fast. Just set this down. Look, front is already done. So I'm just going to tell you what I did on this one. So I took a piece of my decoupage paper, and actually I have a piece right here so I can just show you. But you could take any image, anything you want, and all I did is just, I fussy cut this out, and I'm probably not going to fussy cut the whole thing out because that will take me longer than this whole video. But if you do that, and then all I did is decoupage it on here. And actually for this, it was so easy, I just used a glue stick and decoupaged it on the front of this. I fussy cut some of these edges out and then just glued them to the sides and trimmed the rest off. So you can add anything you want to the front of this box for any occasion. If you wanted it to be an Easter box, maybe you could have in this back, you could put some fun sky and grass paper and have a funky bunny up here. You know, so you could do a lot of different things. So I'm just going to glue these tabs together. Oh, you're so kind. You are so kind. Wait till you see some of these other things we're going to do. And one I just did this morning, it's like, oh, this is so cute. This is going to work. So, and it was really easy. I know I always say that. Okay, so let's just get these glued on real fast. I'm going to glue this, to the inside. And I said, if your cardstock is just all white, then you can just cut out little pieces and put it on the inside if you want some color in there or something written in there or whatever you want. But I really wanted to give you the basics, and then you guys are going to come up with something so much better. You guys can just come up with something amazing, kind of like a little 3D diorama. Vellum paper could be used for the see-through. That's a great idea, Denise. And they have vellums now that are, they have really cool prints and things on them that would be really pretty. I don't know why I like see-through boxes. But I thought this was actually pretty fun and fast, that if you wanted to do a really fun Valentine's Day box or for Easter, or actually just a special gift. You know, this is so cute. You could put a beautiful note in here with some candy bars or a little letter or a little anything. And it's good enough size. You could actually fit quite a bit in there. Now, if I wasn't talking, I'd already be done with this. Okay, let me put this here. Oh, I like that idea, vellum. That's even better. So look, you can see how different they all are. And the top is just a tad bit bigger than the smaller, so you can fit it on top. But look how cute that is with nothing else. And actually, this fun new paper I just showed you I got in. Now, see, wouldn't some of these, because this is brick and funky tickets, I could add some of these funky tickets to the front. Or some of these fun labels or pieces to the front of this also. And that could be really, really cute. Or some of my new Easter paper. Okay, and where's my last part? Don't tell me I lost it already. Nope, I didn't. It is over here, hiding in my, hope it's hiding in my pile. Oh, don't tell me I didn't bring it over. It should be, oh, there it is. Never mind. And this fun little piece. And you don't have to use this piece. I thought it was cute. It reminded me of like a little church house. But you could put any shape, anything on here for St. Patrick's. Maybe do it in the shape of a shamrock on top and full of fun green candies or something. I'm just kind of giving you the basics. And this you only have to glue really just this bottom part here. But it was so fun and fast. I just thought, how cute for any little project or a quick little class using your transfers, or maybe use really heavy cardstock, and I just got glue on this, but I can clean that off, and use some paints, use some inlays, use some decoupage paper, anything you can think of on this sturdy box. But was that like easy? Easy, easy. And I said, if you want to use decoupage paper, look how pretty that is. I put the decoupage paper on the top here and on here, and I took some of the same paper and put it on the inside of the box. And voila, was that, look at that, simple, simple. Hi, Miss Amy. Okay, so we're gonna move on. I said, you can see this one. I love the decoupage one, but you could die cut out anything, little flowers, other things, put it in here. I mean, it's limitless. It's just taking the basic idea and turning it into something really, really fun. Okay, we're gonna do this one next because it's really, really fast. I'm gonna see if I can show it to you. Isn't that cool? See if you can see it that way. And it's actually called the Turkish map fold. I had done this for invitations for a kid's birthday. And it was really fun because it had extra pieces. It didn't have this, but I had extra big pieces, and the inside had the invitation and this and that. And when you opened it all the way up, it had the map on how to get there. So this is what we're going to make. You don't even need a template. I'm just going to give you some sizes. And from that, you can make them as big or small as you want. I just took another piece of my 11 by 17 paper, and this was Valentine's-y. So the inside is going to be a square. I'm using a 7 by 7. And that is what I am using for this. But you can make it bigger or smaller or whatever you would like. This is a super, super easy fold. And I know I say that all the time. You guys are probably thinking, yeah, right. So I'm going to take this, and I am going to have the colored side down because I want, you could, you could do it this way. If you want the colored in the inside, the image, then do it this way. I wanted it on the outside edges so it looked cool on the outside, or even better, get a double-sided paper. So you are going to fold this diagonally and then diagonally again. So you can see I did all my folding on this side. Now I want to turn it over and do one down the center on the back side like this. And I'm going to fold it here to here, and I'll show you why I turned it over to fold it in half. If I can get it straight. Okay, so now when I turn it back over, all I do is take this down the center, push it in, and you have your two triangles. Isn't that easy? Is this my regular time? I don't know if if I have a regular time. I saw Linda today. So Linda and her husband flew in, and we sat and had breakfast for a couple hours and visited and had fun. So I want to take this point and put it into the center. I can tell where the center is. So make sure you can see this, because you can see this is the center right here where these little pieces meet. So I'm eyeballing it. You want it flat against the top, so it's nice and straight, and then into the center. Then I'm going to do the other one the same way, and I know it just goes right to where the other point is. Believe it or not, we're almost done with the inside of this. Turn it over and do the same thing. I am going to see where the center is, right here. Fold it down. And if you crease this real nicely, it makes it really easy. Okay, so now I'm going to open it up. And what I'm going to do is take these two little folds here, squish that. Now it's on the inside. Take these, bring them down to that point, squish that. Hope you guys can see what I'm doing. So that little flippy thing here, you want to take this so that now this is a valley fold and these two come up. And let's do the last, did I do them all? Whoops, one more here. Open that up, bring that down. And there we go. And actually that is the whole inside fold. So let's get to the outside. See if I move this table too much. So this one I cut 8 by 9. So 9 is going to be up and down. So it will be folded in half, and this will be inside. The 8 is going to be the sides, like that. So what I'm going to do is lightly, I don't want to deep crease, just lightly, just do a light line so I can kind of see where the center is. And I'm going to bring both of these ends into the center. And I'm using this is the 8. From here to here is 8 inches. Then I'm just going to bring this one to the center. So if you really wanted to, you could just score it at 2 inches and 6 inches. Now all I'm going to do is a quick bead of glue. Dinner guests, oh yum, are you cooking or is your hubby cooking? I know he loves to cook. Okay, let's glue this one down. Really, we are almost done. Okay, so we've got that there. Now this is going to go into the inside of this. So I want to find where my center is. And this is the 9-inch length. I'm going to fold it in half. So it'll be 4.5 inches tall. You're sharing duties. Ooh. So now all I'm going to do, well, you could do this first if it makes it easier. I left my rounder, my corner punch somewhere. I can't find it. So I'm just going to use this. And I'm going to cut these corners real quick. Hopefully they're going to be even. Seems like I'm cutting one, and then I'm cutting the other, and then I'm cutting the other one, then I'm cutting this one to match that one. You know, kind of like when you cut your own hair. Okay, maybe you guys are smarter than me, then don't cut your own hair. Okay, good enough. So what I'm going to do is take one side of this and just put just a little string of glue. The only thing is you want to make sure it's right in the center. So I kind of bring this edge up, and that little point and this little center piece should be right on that line where your center line is. So you're kind of even there. Let's put a little glue on this puppy. We're almost done. Thank you. Thank you. But look how simple this is. One last thing and I'm done. Where's my, here it is. Okay, I cheated. I have this little punch. Anything you have could do, or you could just, use an X-Acto or something else and cut it out. And you want to make sure you don't go down to where the paper is. The other paper is on the inside. Now look, you have this cute little bag. One of my stuffed bears, those little mini bears I had, see, now I have to retrim it again. Those little bears I had made, as shown a while back, I put one in one of these and Miss Linda got it. I have another friend that when I see her, she gets the other one. I don't think I really ever keep anything I do. Okay, I'm going to mess it up if I keep turning it. I need to find my rounder, my corner rounder thing. But was that like super simple? So the inside piece was 7 by 7. The outside piece was 8 by 9. And you can look at the replay to see how I did it, but it's like so cute. And you could just add some little chocolates, a note, anything you can think of. You could even put a ribbon. You could even just put a little snap or something here to keep it shut. But you have this cute little envelope to put fun stuff in, and it's so easy. Okay, we got 2 out of 3. We got 2 out of 3 done. Now that's like a miracle for me. I don't know what this is on my computer. Let's get it off. Okay, so we were going to do this flower. Believe it or not, this isn't hard either. Easy. So this one, I have less petals. I have 4 sets of petals, and I use really heavy watercolor paper, and just use some light pinks, and then I stamped a little crackle with some reddish violet ink. But you can do whatever you want. As you can see on these ones, I just used book paper, but I use 3 of each set of the petals. I'm even thinking of taking this bigger one and larger by like 20% bigger, and then do another set, and then maybe another set, and have this massive flower. I haven't quite got to that yet. So I'm going to show you the original size, and let me grab these. Let me show you what the template looks like. That's what the template looks like. That's it. It's just like that. So what you're going to do is you're going to cut out 2 of these and 2 of these. And believe it or not, it's really not that hard. And then by the time you've done a few, you can even change it a little to make it a little easier. And I was good and cut those. They're on one-sided paper, so one side's I have to decide what color I want. I think I'm going to use, for the outside petal, I'm going to use this for the inside. But for these inside petals, the inside petals are the 3, and the outside petals at the bottom are 5. So I think I'm going to do it like this, so you see this, because you see this coming up. Now, when you have this facing like this, all we're going to do is I'm going to put at this little line here on this set of 3, a little bit of glue there. On this little straight line, on the little straight line, I'm going to pick this petal up, and I am going to lay it, and that little curve is going to land right on that round ball. So I'm just going to hold that there for a second. And this one too, you're going to bring it over. And glue that there. And then we're going to bring this one. Put it right there. Let that glue up a little. Okay, let's see the other set of 3. We're going to do the same thing. And you can score these up, or you don't even have to. I mean, you can decide how, you could even take scissors and very lightly bend these back, or use like a little fine point something and bring them back. So it just depends on how you want your flower. Let's glue these together. Okay, and then I'm going to glue this into here, and you can see kind of the opposite. So the openings of these 3 petals is where I'm going to put the other 3 petals. So they're in between. So I'm just going to put a blob of glue in the center here. Set this little guy in, hold it down for a second, and let's get to the big petals. Isn't that pretty? Now, I said I think I want the colored ones because you're going to see more of the inside on the bottom ones. So I'm going to do it this way instead of this way. So once again, at this little straight edge, and then this has got a little, I'll show you, a little flat point on it. And right here where this point is, see that little lip? That's where you can have that point hook. Or move it in, or if you want to do your own, you don't even have to cut this. You could just kind of do a little flat line, lay it down, just however works for you. Because you probably don't need all of this other excess on there. You know what, Sheila? You know, I always say that just when I do my events, I do them to thank God because He gives me all these ideas every day. I have a couple more that I'm going to be working on. And there's another project I got done last night. And then I started on my sewing cards, which are so fun. But they just come and then I have to get them done. I have to get them done, show it, move on. He just gives me all these fun ideas with stuff I already have. Kind of excited to work with that new decoupage paper, especially with the one with the different tags and the labels. And it's like, ooh, I can't wait. I mean, some of those little labels, you could just use those little baby coin envelopes, put those on the front and put something fun in them. And that would be it. That's all you'd have to do. Put that there. These are almost even done. Can't believe it. I'm going to have 3 projects done in no time flat. And again, it's not going to be quite lined up perfectly, but I'm going to just take this so it's off-centered also. And just blob some glue in. I mean, there are some little holes here. You could go through all of them and come up. That was just too much of a pain, so I just said, I'm not going to do that. Put that in there, hold that down for a sec. Then we're going to glue this little guy in here. Now, you can see how pretty it would be if that had color in the center of it, wouldn't it? Or it was double-sided, or... Was that easy? And you can see how different they are. So when okay, this one, I just had a little funky die that did this little, I don't know if you can see, let me see, where am I going? It just had like those little cut edges. So it looked like a tassel edge or something, like a little, and I just stuck it in there, but you could put anything in the center. You could put a button, a bead, roll some paper up to put in the center. So I hope you thought that was easy. So this is book paper, and what I did was I did 3 of the centers, 3 of the big ones on the outside, and I think I'm going to take this and enlarge it to like 120%, so it's 20% bigger, and do a couple like that, and then maybe do it at 130% and do a few more if I can make sure the paper's all big enough. And then what I might do is, you know that, like, what is it called, that like dye glitter that you spray, lightly spray? And you want to be real careful, but if it's thin paper like this, but you can spray it all, and it's fun because it also curls as it dries on there. So I think that I want to do really big ones, do a ton of really big ones with real sticks coming down and put them in a big something. I don't know what yet, but I thought these were really fun. And I wanted to show, what else? I had something else here I was going to show you. Oh, so I started working on these, my big seed packs. These are, I think they're 6x9. Aren't they fun? And I thought, oh, I'm going to do a display, and I'm going to try to do, I think I have, here I have 6 images, but I probably have like 50 different images. And I thought that would be really fun to do a fun display filled up with all my massive seed packs. And you can see I just need to print off all my images, but you can see I did a whole bunch. I made my envelopes already. So when I get my other ones in, and actually I did a fun paper, and it's got 8 different vintage feed sacks on it, and they're going to be about this size, so you can actually use them to do your own. So I'm excited about that too. So I think you sent me something, the mica spray. That's it. That's it. What did you? Oh, I want to know what you sent me. Oh, I'm so excited. So if you go to the beginning, you can see the 3 papers I just did up. 2 of them I had a couple of last year, but I didn't get very far. Let me move this over now. So I couldn't remember how I had done them, but I thought, you know what? I love these little ones because you can put these on anything. These, whoops, you can't see that because I have it right here. Let's see if I can figure out how to move it. You can cut each one of these out and put it on like the little box ornament or on a little card. But there's so many. This one sheet could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Look at how cute that is. 17. I think I already counted those. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. And these ones are bigger. 29. There you go. 30, 31, and 3 bigger ones. Now, see, you can do 31 cards or little boxes or I'm going to have it as soon as I get my paper in that I just ordered it to see how well it would come out. And if I can't get it to come out well, then I'm just going to have to just give you some other images. But yeah, it was so easy. I just used 1 sheet of 11x17 paper, but you can actually use 2 8.5x11s. But it was so easy to put together after I finally figured it out. You know how that is. And then I just put this onto the front. But I think this is going to be really fun to do a massive seed display for gardens. So I think this one is going to be really, really fun. And this one I always love. You know, it just got so many fun images, but the labels too. I'm excited about. I said I just got them today. Gave 1 of each to Miss Linda, so she can play with them. But look at these. Wouldn't this be fun? Like the old Denison things you could literally just type or stamp a little word in, put it on something. So I feel like I've got so much I can get out of this. I want to do little matchboxes. Look at how fun. I haven't even gone through all of this. So we have druggist labels, we have tickets, safety matches. You know, because when you send it into them, it takes a while before you get it back. So it's always fun to see what it shows up like. It's actually, I think in the description of this video, there should be a link, and it goes right to my CuriousFarmsMarket.com, and it's just as a blog post. And the images are, the templates are free. They're right in there. They're linked in there. So you guys can do those up. And of course, you can always enlarge, reduce, make them your own, make them fun for what you want to do. I have a book of pictures I want to use for decoupage, not super thick. Is there any do's or don'ts I should heed? Not really. The only thing you want to watch out for is don't iron them. Be careful when you iron unless you use parchment paper, because even my 11 by 17s, when I wrinkled them up, I've tried to iron. You got to iron on the back side and use parchment paper because the ink will stick. If you iron it, it sticks together. And so that's kind of a mess. It just depends on how thick they are. You just might have to use a little thicker decoupage medium. But I would go for it. That's what I do with pictures from books and other things. So, hi, Miss Shannon. And anything else you guys can think of? I can't believe 36 minutes and I did 3 projects. I think the other day I thought, oh, it'll take me 10 minutes. It took me like an hour and 15 minutes and I only did 1. I don't know what I was doing. So after I figure out how to get YouTube messages on here. Wait, am I getting, Jeannie, are you on YouTube? Oh my gosh, it worked. It showed up there because I kept thinking, why won't my YouTube comments show up on my live stream? I didn't understand it. So, my sewing card's in the other room, but I can tell you right now, I cheated with my sewing cards because I had a die that cuts out all the little holes. And I did it on cardstock, really heavy cardstock, and I just sewed through them all and made fun little images. And I'm thinking, wow, you were smoking with me. I went right through it because I just thought, usually I'm so slow. I just get here. You know what? I'm going to grab them. I'm going to grab them. Take me half a second. It's just right here. Okay, so these are, whoops, am I down here? Let me show you. Since I went so fast, I'm so excited because I didn't know how to get my messages from YouTube. So this is literally it. This die does all these little holes on here. So it's so simple just to go up and down and sew through like your sashiko stitching, but I just did it on this heavy cardstock. So I need to, and it's not something you're going to want to poke a million holes unless you have one of those metal templates that you put on that little spongy board and you poke your holes, and it's a metal template. Kinda, they are. I just made my own with the die. I actually did a kit with children's ones. Oh, 10 years ago. They were so cute. But these are so simple. It's just the sashiko stitching. We were literally just going up, down, up, down, up, down. And you don't even have to follow anything because the holes are already pre-printed and you can just go right through them. The other thing I thought of is if I wanted to do this on some fabric, I would just use this as my template and use my white invisible pen. So, I mean, it shows up and the second you iron it, it's gone. And you could just do dot, 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 dot. And they'd be right where you need them. And then you could do your stitching. But I thought, these are so fun. I thought, oh, I could type little letters in there. I could put something in these. Or I don't know what I'm going to do. I just thought they were so cute. And I love stitching. Okay, I bored you guys long enough. This is Saturday at 3:46. It's still cold outside. I don't know where you guys are, but it may be a whole lot colder than it is here. Now see, even look. Okay, that's massive in front of this box, but it's like if you shrunk this down, wouldn't that be a cute little flower or a flower up there? Hope you guys come up with something fun. If you do these up, send me some pictures. I would love to see. We can post them to show other people what you guys came up with. So have a wonderful weekend. Be blessed, and I'll see you guys soon. Whoops, let me get over here. Bye.